I did run the job. I was able to execute it, but there were other errors popping up. So I don't think it had the full history like how it showed for you.
Mhm.
I can
Let's
share
check.
my screen if you want to have a look.
Yeah, please. How about others? Naren, Michael, you
Yeah.
try?
Yeah, I did try. So I was able to create the project and then the jobs, just like
No,
what you did. But I am finding it difficult to access the database, like the data store.
no. Were you able to execute the job? Did you try?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't able to extract any data because when you go to the data store, I wasn't seeing anything. Just the way when I checked your own, I was seeing the ECC and then the other one, but I wasn't
Okay,
seeing that on my own.
I got it, Michael. Let me try to help Saranya, and
Okay.
then we will try to you just keep all the systems ready. You will share the screen, and I will try to help you. Ram, did you try? Did you try running the job?
Yes.
So it's working for you, right?
Yeah. Now the job server issue is not there.
You were able to extract the data?
No, I was not able to. I got an initial error, so I just removed that bulk option, and now I'm trying to execute. I'll just check and I'll
Okay.
let you know. Yeah.
Please take. Yes, Saranya, what's the issue that you are having? Just
So can you share can you see my screen?
I can just go to the project level.
Okay.
Don't do it from here. Just click on project.
Mm.
When no, sorry, I'm really sorry. Go to the job level.
Okay.
Now click on validate all. There is please right click on the first error and go to error. Okay, show me. Just go to where clause is not equal to x. Open Mara and query.
Oh.
Can you? Yeah, you have to just do right click, then do one thing. Just get Matner from source and just get Matner from source. Not no, don't delete.
Can
Don't
I read
delete it.
this?
Don't delete it.
Okay.
Why? No.
What did I do? What did I do? I don't
Do
know
one
what to
thing.
do.
No. Do one thing. Delete everything from the target point of view. No. It's
Mm.
okay. Delete. Select the first option. Oh, you are clicking on query and it's sorting it based on number. Don't do that. Don't sort.
Okay.
So now click on ZEIBR on the target side. Select everything and delete it.
Okay.
On the target side, I'm saying.
Mm.
Yeah, delete everything. Delete everything. Now, yeah, delete on the keyboard can also help you. Now get everything from the source. Get everything from Matner till the end. Yeah, take it to the target. Perfect. Now go to Matner. Let it add. Go to the first column Matner. Right click. Primary. Click on primary key. Now save it. Save all. Now go back to the job level. Now do again validate all. Okay. Right click again. Go to error. Where is this error now? So yeah, now open MKT on the left hand side. Get Matner and just keep it on Matner on the right hand side. It will ask you to remap. No, don't do. No, don't. Just drag and drop it on Matner. Perfect. It's done. Now go back to the job level and do validate all.
Okay. I want to save it.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Always validate first.
Hmm.
Go to the job level. Click on job.
Hmm.
Weld it all. Perfect. Now run your job.
Okay. Okay. I think it's good. Thank you so much, Brad.
No problem.
Okay. Let me stop sharing.
So Saranya, your jobs are working fine. Ram, your jobs are working fine.
Yeah. My the job that we discussed last week, that is working fine, but the initial job is not working fine. Like the test
Sir,
job which we have created.
No. The job that we created last week to extract Mara and MKT, you are able to execute that job?
Not that job. The other job where we have created 4 jobs, right? That is working fine. Where I have created one.
No, you share your screen. I don't remember 4 jobs and.
Yeah, sure. I'll just share my screen. Just give me one.
Yeah, please. How about Avdal? How about Michael, Manoj, Naren? I know, like, he's yet to create the structure.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, just make it large. Let maximize this window. Perfect. Now, can you go to view and click on apply default view?
Go to view.
Yeah. Now,
See, I don't see any that's a store here.
you don't see that?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just go to systems?
Where will I see systems?
And go click on systems. Go to central repositories. Oh, this is validate all. There's an option at the top, right?
Yeah, there are options, not just one. Okay, yes, validation, right?
Just give me a second. Just a moment. Just minimize your window a bit, because at the top I can see something like recording and tick marks, so I cannot help you, to be honest. Just yeah, perfect. Now click on tools. And go to central repositories. Click on add. Click OK.
And then I'm supposed to put the password, isn't it?
Now activate it. Give the same password. Now, okay. Now there's a window below debug. There are multiple windows. One is central object library. Left, go to the left. Left, one more left. One more left. Yeah, perfect. Click on this. Now right click on this Isaac material. Right click. Right click on this Isaac. No, don't close this. Just right click on this Isaac materials. Get latest version. Objects and dependents. Yeah, close both the windows. Now you should be able to see your data stores. Now you have 3 data stores, one being ECC, one being SAP S4, and the third middle one being the HANA Studio. I think you should be able to now extract at least MARA, MARA, and MAKT. Make sense?
Yeah.
Would you mind running your job once? The first one, JBMMEXT. Just right click on it and execute it. Just right. No, not here. Just right click on the job jbmmext, and execute. I just want to see if your job server is working. Okay. Click OK.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's working for you.
Yeah,
So
it is.
yeah, Michael, so please go through the videos and at least finish till extraction part. Extracting Mara and MKT.
Yeah.
Anyone has issues?
Yeah, it got resolved, Brad. Like it is working fine now. Like
Perfect.
what is the issue is like the Mara, the latest one which you have mentioned has a filter. The earlier job doesn't have a filter. So once I did it in the source level, that 5,000 it got executed.
Perfect, buddy. Perfect. Thanks. Allow me to share my screen. And before I go to transformation, I want to just cover two more topics.
Also, I can see the table data being reflected in the HANA Studio as well.
Okay. Perfect, buddy. So what I want to cover today. Okay. So what we have done till now is like extracting data from the SAP source systems, right? What we did is like we went to SAP ECC and then we extracted Mara and we extracted MKT table. But there can be one more scenario. We might get a CSV file, right? Someone might give us a CSV file and they might ask us to extract data from there and then load it to S/4HANA system. So what happens is like for some clients, their data is maintained in ECC and their data can also, some of the data can also be there in Excel files, or some of the data can also be there in comma separated files. Do is like they prepare these Excel files or comma separated files and they can ask us to migrate it to S/4HANA system. It depends. Or sometimes what happens is like they are on a system and what they do is like they extract the data into the CSV files or text files and they ask us to extract using these TXT files and then load it to S/4HANA system. So how do we extract data from these flat files? I'm going to show you that. The first thing to do is, so don't do it as of now. I will wait for everyone to do it, okay? So inside your job just create a job. Inside your project, just create a job like job jb underscore extract flat file. Okay. As I always said, inside the job, there should be a data flow, df underscore extract flat file. What is a flat file? Flat file is just a text file that someone might give us and we have to extract data from there. Now, in order to extract data from the flat file, we have to create a template sort of thing. So what we do is like we go to this file formats and then we select this flat files. The moment I do right click, I go to my new, I name this file. Say ff underscore materials underscore extract. Now there are two options over here. From where do you want this file to be extracted? So I will click on this folder. I will select this bin. Why? Because I'm keeping my files here. One being test materials. So this is my materials file. If I want to just keep like one field, this is how it's going to look like. If I want to keep like two fields, I can simply do like this. Let me go here, or let me do a comma separated over there. I don't want to do tab separated. I can do materials, comma, say material type. I'm keeping my file as comma separated. Now let's say this is DIEN. comma separated. Let's see, I keep it as FERT, comma separated, I keep it as HALB. Okay, this is simply a text file which is comma separated. This being my material and this being my material type. You can have more than one. Okay, let me say something like L1, deletion indicator. I don't want to hit tab. I can say this is marked for deletion. This is not marked for deletion. This is not marked for deletion. So now in my flat file, when I say flat file, I mean a text file, comma separated file. So ultimately I will have this as a source, and I can keep this as comma separated. I can keep this as like pipe separated as well, like this as well. It depends like how you want to keep the separator. As of now, I want to keep the comma, but there might happen like in some of the datas, there might be a comma. For example, someone's name is say Akash, comma Kumar. So this comma might create an issue. So best way is like we keep a tab separated. So I can give a tab over here, and then I can give a tab over here. Okay, let me keep it tab separator. So this is tab separated. Or you can keep pipeline separated. It depends on the requirement. Now at the header end, I have to do the tab separation as well. Let me save this. Let me close this. Now I go to my BODS. I will again show you. I have to go to flat files. Then I will right click. I will just create new. I will name this as anything you like. Then here I will select the folder. I know my files are here. I will hit OK. Then I will select the file from here. This is the file. I will select yes. Now this will ask me delimiter. What is a delimiter? As of now, this is a comma, but I can keep like tab, semicolon, comma, space, right? As of now, it's a space, so I will keep a tab. This is how my data is going to look like. This is a material, this is material type, this is L1. Now you see this is coming as field 1, field 2, field 3. So what I will do, skip row header, I will select it as yes. So what does this mean? This means the first row of my file, that is the what do you call that? Column names, right? Like material type and L1. So we have to select this as yes. Skip row header. Now you can see your data. This is exactly the way we have created this data in the text file. Now I will save and close. In earlier sessions, what we did is like we went to data stores, we extracted the tables, but now we don't have, we use the tables as source, right? We went to SAP ECC, then we just drag this table. But now I'm having my file as a source. So I will simply drag this, I will keep it here. I will make this as source. I will get one query transform. Let me name it as query underscore ext. Let me join it. Let me get a table, say stg underscore extract materials flat file, something like that. I hit OK. I do this. Go here. I do this. You can do distinct as well. Let me go back. I will always go to options. Just change this to yes. If at any point of time you guys feel I'm going fast, please speak up. I will try to be at pace, at the correct pace, so that you understand whatever we are doing. Let's not be in a hurry. Let me run this now. Okay, this is complete. If I see my data now, this is how it's going to look like. exactly the way we had it in our files. Any questions till now?
Brad, I just have a couple of queries. One is, what is the use of the bulk loader options that we have set as a no?
Buddy, I will answer all your questions after
Okay.
the end of this session. I don't want to waste everybody's time. Don't
And
mind.
regarding this particular one which we are discussing, like when we are choosing the whatever is the separator, we have only 4 options, right? Like comma, space, tab, and other option which we
Semicolon.
have.
Yeah, I would
So
suggest
can
use
okay.
tab. I would suggest basically what happens is like we sometimes get the data in the form of CSV files, right? What we do is
Okay.
like we simply take that, or we get the data in the form of Excels. Now it depends on you. You want to use your Excel as the input, or you want to just have the flat file as the input. So what you do, you just copy the data from your Excel and paste it into some text file. You know, and then you can use that file as a source. This is how we do it. The use case scenario in the real-time world is most of the clients, they will have some source systems, or they might not have, but they usually have some source systems where they are maintaining data in the form of maybe Excel, or they have data in some systems from where they can extract this data into an Excel, and they will share those Excels with you. Hey, this is the data. Please load it into S4. So they will surely give you those TXT files or Excel files. We are discussing the TXT file. I will discuss the Excel file as well. Any questions till now, buddy? For
regarding the TXT files, like if we want to have a custom separator, can we have it, or
I never tried it, because in all my
only 4
scenarios,
options are there?
yeah, tab makes more sense to me, because space can be like there is a name with a space, there's a comma, there's a semicolon in some values, but tab hardly you can have any issue. So I will always prefer going with tab.
But in scenarios like, for example, we have material description as well, like which has some lengthy description, and in that middle we have a tab spacing over there. In such scenarios, what would you suggest? Like instead of having the text file, you suggest us to go with some other file, or how exactly is that? Like there might be a description which has a tab separator as well with 8 spaces or something.
I think that can happen once in a blue moon, but there can be scenarios we will try to correct that data in the file itself.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
But mostly I will use tab.
Okay.
Can you? Thank you. Can you all try doing this? This is the file. The file is inside this data services. You know. So if you don't have this file, please create a file. So this is the data. I can copy this data over here. Let me paste it to the chat window. You guys just pick this data up, create a file in the, maybe in this location. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So buddy, please try to just recreate this data in the file, maybe in this path. Just create a file like this, or you can only have this much of data. I don't need all, but at least try to create a flat file and try to extract this data into the HANA Studio.
Okay. We don't have this. Yeah, you can just paste it in the chat so we can.
I am unable to do that. I don't see anyone listening to me.
Maybe we'll take some random 3 columns.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead. Just create a text file and then try to extract it into HANA-DB.
Okay, sure.
Can you please have that data services screen? So what is the naming convention for the HANA-DB template?
Use anything as of now. Use like FF,
anything. Okay,
materials, extract, use anything. I just want the data to be extracted into HANA-DB. Everyone please try this. Saranya is doing, Ram is doing. I don't know about the rest.
Hi, Fred. I'm joining for the first time today. I have not gone through the recordings yet. I will set up the server access and then start.
Sure. Who's this? Manoj, right? No, who's this?
Afdal with you. Mohammed Afdal.
Okay, Mohammed Afdal, what we can do, I can come online tomorrow, maybe half an hour early. You can join this call and I will try to help you to get up to the speed. Make sense? But please go through the recordings, please.
Yeah, sure.
Because this is just the beginning, you know. If you guys understand this extraction part well, then I won't have any issues going through the transformations and loads and reconciliations. That will be a key work for you. But please go through the recordings. I will try to help you tomorrow. Let's join 15-20 minutes earlier, and then we can go through the things that you don't understand. But I would expect you that you should have gone through all the recordings.
Can I ask you a question? Thank you. Thank you, Brad.
No problem, sir. Yeah, who's this?
Can you please open the text file?
Huh?
The text file, can you please open?
Okay.
Copying the typing.
Okay. Just create one, even one field is enough. Just create material and just write one material at the bottom and then try to extract it. If you want to create a tab separated, that's also fine. But as of now, I just want you guys to extract the data.
So generally after BODS part, are we going to cover any other tools or just through BODS?
We have already covered information stewards. I am touch basing on BODS as of now, and at the same time we are touch basing on HANA Studio. The moment we are done with extraction, transformation, and validation, then we will go ahead with code and we will hit S/4HANA system then. So it will cover end-to-end data migration. Like how do we extract, how do we transform, how do we do the cleansing in the initial phase, and then how do we load data using the BAPIs, IDOCs. I already requested the support team to get me the access to LTMC, and I can show you in one of the sessions. We can see like how to load data using LTMC as well. So what at the end of the day, what I am hoping for is whosoever is attending the training, all the 13 sessions, he should be able to extract data, transform, and load it like end to end. How do we do it?
Okay. Sorry to ask this question. Maybe I'm shooting this question way in advance. I was listening your videos, the earlier sessions. I mean, based on my experience, when it comes like, yeah, we are extracting the data, we are loading, but is there any way in future sessions, can you create a real-time folders where, like, for example, landing, and then from landing to, we are going to, the normalized data, and then after that, the
What do you mean by normalized?
process that, like, we have a 3 different stages. Yes, we land the data. From landing to after massaging the data, we put the data into different folder, and from there we load. That's what you.
It depends on project to project. So what I'm trying to suggest here is, so when I say end-to-end data migration, I will definitely take you from landing to staging to enrichment to load. As of now, we are doing the landing part. Today, I will be doing the transformation.
Got it.
Oh,
you answered my question. Thank you so much.
Yeah, don't worry. What I'm planning to do is like real-time scenarios. How we
exactly
real time.
Yeah.
And not that's the reason I keep on saying we are not going to go through those PPTs. Hey, this is the extraction, this is transformation, and these are the transforms you will use. No, we are not doing that here. What I'm planning to do is like do the hand holding. Even the fresher should be able to know. Like, I think if I'm not wrong, anyone who's coming to the sessions regularly, he should be able to at least know like how this BODS works now. What are the different stages of migration? How do we extract data till now? Saranya, am I correct or am I missing something?
No, you're right, Brad. I'm able to follow it.
Yeah, but
you're right, brother.
Yeah, brother. The only thing I would expect is like everybody joining the sessions every day, because I'm putting in so much efforts into this. I don't want anyone to lag behind. That's the reason I'm going really slow.
Yeah.
Where do I need to place this text file, Brad?
Sir, you can just place it over here. Go to a local disk, then go to this. Just place it inside bin.
Brad, I have.
Go through the process
That
again.
is complete. Yeah, good.
How many? Saranya, you did it?
Yeah, I did it, Brad. I've completed, but I have an error. So I just
please share your
wanted to
screen.
check with
Please
you.
share your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a complete thread.
Perfect, buddy. Manoj, I think you are done, right?
Brad, I missed the path again. I wanted to capture insert. So
No issues, sir. Let me help Saranya and then I
So
will.
can you please put in the chart?
What do you want me to put? I'm unable to send it to everyone, you know. Somebody is not enabling it.
We can take random 3 columns on where you can copy it in Excel and you can save it in
Where
there.
the path, I would like to see that path. You showed
Anywhere,
me-
like you can take desktop also. I took desktop as
anywhere?
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, there is
you
no
can keep it
specific
anywhere.
folder required. Okay, thank you.
No, you can keep anywhere. So Saranya, what's the issue?
So can you see my screen, Brad?
Okay, yeah. Okay, no. You have not done it correctly, Saranya. Just
Oh.
double click on FFMM materials extract. So double click on this. Now, do you see this skip row header?
At the bottom.
Second last.
Oh, this one?
No, not this.
How do I come
Just
out?
go down. Just scroll it to the left.
Okay.
Just there's an option, right? Skip row header. Inside input output, there is skip row header.
Skip row header, yes.
Not skip rows. Go to bottom.
Skip row header, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
select it. Yes. Change it to yes. Just a moment.
Row header. Keep row header, yes, I've saved
Then
it.
save and close. Just save and close.
Yeah.
Okay, but now if you see now, your right hand side table was having the first row as materials something row headers. It should not happen. Your field 1, field 2, field 3 should not be like this. It should be like the header that's in the file. So run this job again.
Okay.
What's happening? Just run this job. No, not here. Yeah, at the job level. Perfect. Run this. What is the issue now? Okay, I got it. Just go to the DF level. DF level. No. I'm saying
DF
go
level,
to the
data flow. Okay.
data flow level. Perfect. Now delete this source. Delete this source. Now get it back from the flat files. Join it and check the mapping. Double click on query extract. No, not here. I don't want you to go here. Go back. Double click on the query. Is the mapping? No.
Okay. I'm good. Thanks,
Just
Brad.
a moment. Yeah.
Oh, is it okay?
No. Show me the data first. Go to the data flow level. Show me the data. Just close these windows at the bottom. Both. Still, I can't message anyone.
Okay.
Now show me the data. No, not there. Show me the message data on the right hand side now. Perfect. You see now material and L-worm. This is how your data should look like. So whenever you are using a flat file, please make sure you skip that row header. The option we select now. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Brad.
No problem, Saranya. So anyone has issues? Anyone wants to share a screen? Anyone has any issues, or you want me to share screen and go to the Excel files? If everybody is done, then I will move. Anyone needs help?
Can you go through the process again just one more time? Let me get it.
Sorry?
Can you go through what you just did? Let me see what you did.
Okay. I will go through it once again. Let me share my screen. So what I did, Michael, I just created a file. I can create this file anywhere or even on my desktop. So I created a file which is a tab separated. So inside this file, I have material type, and deletion indicator. So this is my file. Then what I did inside data services. So inside data services, I went to this section, formats. I clicked on flat files. I did something like new. I named this file as ff underscore materials underscore extract. And then I changed this, I just went to the root directory, this option. I selected the folder where I have kept my file. Let me select bin as of now. Then I selected the file over here. This is the file. I do yes. Okay. Now it's asking me for the delimiter. I know my delimiter is tabs because my file is a tab delimited file. Now this is how my file is looking like, but I don't want the first row to be material type and album. I want this to be the header of my table. So I do like skip row header as yes. The moment I do skip row header as yes, now this is my header for the table. And you can see this even here. Material is 14 character. You can even change the field size here. Maybe you are expecting the material can come up with 18 characters in the future. So you can change it over here. Material type 4, L1 can always be 1. Then the moment you save and close, a file gets created over here. Then you will just drag and drop it. And you will just change it to make source. In our earlier sessions, we were using SAP tables as the source. In this scenario, we are using a flat file as the source, and we are dumping this data into our HANA DB. This is how we are doing it. The rest is same, just the source part is different.
Okay. This is perfect. Yeah.
Perfect?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me take you to one more scenario where I will be extracting data from the Excel file. Okay. Let us go back to the same system. Now I have my Excel file over here. Now my Excel file is like material 123, and the description can be test underscore 123 anything, or let me keep L1 as well. Blank X. This is how my file is going to look like. Okay. Now instead of going to the flat files, I will go to Excel workbooks. I will again right click this Excel workbook, select new. Now name this here. I will name this as FF underscore like extract materials Excel. Then I will select the directory over here. Select folder. I will select the bin. You can select the desktop, anything, documents, downloads, anywhere you have the file. Then I will select the file over here. For me, the file is this. Now I will select the worksheet. Now, sheet 1 is where the data is. Here I will use first row values as column names. And I will do import schema. You see, now I have 3 fields over here. If you want to change the data type, you can do it. If you want to change the field size, you can do it. But I would suggest you, whenever you are extracting data from an Excel file, make sure whenever you are creating the Excel file, please make sure to do one thing. Just go here and change everything to text. Why? Because sometimes you might have a material with the leading zeros, and the moment you try to push it into your Excel file, paste it in your Excel file, the leading zeros are gone and it changes to something like E.123. And sometimes you might have dates like 03.02.1990, right? It might change your data. So the best thing is always select this and just change the formatting to text, so that whatever you are pasting, it remains exactly the same way it is supposed to be. Okay. So do you want me to repeat this? What I did, I went to Excel workbooks, right click on new. I gave it a name. I selected the directory over here or the folder where my file is. I selected the file here. Then I clicked on worksheet. I selected the worksheet. Then I selected this, imported my schema, and I will hit OK. Let me create one more job. JB underscore extract underscore Excel file. Okay. df underscore extract underscore Excel. Let me go inside this. Again, drag and drop it to this. The rest is same. It's just you are creating a source. That's it. Earlier we had SAP as the source. Now we are having text files as source, or we are having Excel files as source. Let me run it now. This is how the data is going to look like. Anyone has any questions till now for Excel?
Not for Excel, but for text file, the file which I have created, I was able to execute. Now, when I try to replace with the data that you have provided, I'm facing issue like when executing.
Maybe the schema is not matching now. Earlier you might be having material, something like description or something else. Now you change the schema. The moment you are trying to rerun that, the schema is not matching.
Okay, so what should I do in such case? Like, can I share my screen?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Saranya and Michael, Manoj, everyone, please use Excel as a source and do it. Okay, show me. Now show me the file. You go to the notepad, you show me the file first. Material type and L1. Just, okay, show me the schema.
No, here it is having no underscore.
True, that's the reason you are changing the schema.
So what should I do? Like, should I replace the file again?
Yeah, replace the file again and now do something like change this, what do you call that, skip row header to yes or no again and just recreate the schema.
Okay.
Yeah, just do it no for once. Do not change it to nobody. Yes.
Okay, now again to no.
Yes, yeah. That's the shortcut.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
You have the material. Yeah, that's how it will work now.
Okay.
Now you have to go to the query as well. You have to change it there because earlier it was.
Yeah, I need to change the file again from there, right?
Yeah, true. If you don't want to use, I'm going to say just delete this file, bring it back to the canvas, then the best thing is like you have to right click in the local object library and you have to refresh everything. Most of the times you will get exited from the data store. So better is just delete and recreate the file. Just repost the file to the location. To the done?
Yeah.
Okay. Please try using you keep sharing your screen and you work on Excel as well, so that if anyone is looking at this.
Okay, I need to change the structure also because material is coming as blank.
It's no. Help no. Just
0, 0.
Baba, what you did is like in your Excel file you have kept something like size to 4 only.
Okay.
Just double click on flat material. Show me. This is only 14, right?
Yeah. Now, okay, in the mapping in the data flow.
Show me the mapping. This is only 5. This is getting truncated. Okay. Nothing, just with data type effect. That's the reason it's always better to keep like 255. size, so that even if in future your material numbers are getting changed from 18 digits to 40 digits, you can accommodate that, right? It will work now. Please use what do you call that, Excel as a source and start working on it. Saranya, Manoj, Narin, you are doing it? More you practice, more you are going to learn. If any one of you is not practicing it, trust me, it's going to be very difficult for you going forward. This is just the basics as of now, and I can wait. If you are not practicing, please don't complain later on that the trainer is not good. We were not able to understand. No, I cannot help you if you are not, I mean to say, trying to help yourselves. No, on file location, you go to the directory. Don't do anything, buddy. No, don't just cancel everything. Don't do anything. Just go to the directory straight away. Select folder. Select the location where you're keeping it. TD test. That's at the end, I think. Select the file. Select file. Select the worksheet. Select the worksheet. Perfect. Sheet 1. You're not seeing that button, right? Okay. Just minimize your RDP. No, don't do anything. Just minimize your RDP. Perfect. Now maximize this import Excel workbook. Now maximize the main window at the top. Yes, hit OK. That's it. Saranya, where are you? You are able to do it? Huh? Ram, please stop your sharing your screen. I understand you are able to do. Saranya, please share your screen. Perfect. Dump this data somewhere. Whenever you guys are extracting data from the flat files, so make sure you use this select distinct because there might be duplicate entries.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
I don't know why I'm getting this error again.
Did you extract the? Did you run the job?
No, not yet.
So when you are not running the job, the table is not there in the HANA Studio. You are trying to tell HANA Studio, show me the table, show me the data. He's trying to tell you.
Also, you need to close your Excel. It threw me an error.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to close the error because it will give you ODBC error.
Okay.
So you are trying to tell HANA Studio, show me the data, show me the table, and he is trying to tell you the table is not created. That's the reason you are getting this error. So close this. First, you have to run the job. Then only you can see. I told you in the beginning, data services, it is not having a memory of its own. You are just creating a template, but in the backend, this table should get created in HANA Studio, right? By executing these jobs, you are creating these things in the HANA Studio. Now see if you can see the data.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, no problem. Please stop sharing. Anyone needs any help? Anyone? Michael, you need help. Narin, you need help. Anyone needs help? I'm here to help.
Just one thing, what are the other options for like file location? Is it something to fetch from some other directory or server or some other system?
You can do that. What happens is like they will give the location. They will give the as of now you can see something like C hash something, right? If the file is on SharePoint or if they are it's on GCP, sometimes it can be on SharePoint, GCP, anywhere they can keep it, and they will give the location. Yeah, this is a location. Then they will enable these data services to interact with that location, and you can extract the data from there. The location doesn't matter to us. They will share a link with you. Hey, use this link, the server link or any other link. You can do it.
I got disconnected from the remote desktop and connected back. So I need some help.
Please, sir, please share your screen. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm in HANA Studio. Yeah, I'm sharing 1 second.
Yeah, no issues. Michael, are you done till now? Or you need any help?
Can you see my screen, Brad?
Yeah, I can see, sir.
I'm in HANA Studio, so you want me to do in HANA Studio or bots?
Yeah, I'm done.
You have to go inside BODS and you have to create the jobs. Not here. You have to go inside BODS, data services. Yeah.
Okay, this is I have done before disconnecting until here.
My goodness, sir, you have not done anything. Please go through the video again. You are at maybe step 1.
Okay, no problem. I'll do later then. Thank you.
No, please wait. So Naren, do one thing.
Okay.
Just
thank you.
Go to no issue, sir. Go to format file.
Format.
Is it a break now?
Yeah. Let's take a 15-minute break, buddy. Meanwhile,
sure.
I will try to help Naren. Yeah. So go to format, just next to data stores. Next to data.
Project?
Yeah, no. In the local object library, there are so many windows. The first is data. Next to it is transform. Next to it is data stores. Just click on the formats. Second last. Not here, sir. See, remember there are 3 areas here. One is project area, that is on the top left corner. Right side area, the bigger area, it's a canvas. The extreme right side, that's a we call it as a what do we call that? Palette. Okay. And the one on the bottom left corner, we call it as local object library. So inside local object library, there are so many tabs, and the second last is format.
Second last.
Go to the extreme bottom. Can you see like
these are the menu, right?
Yes, sir. Workflow, data flow, transform, data store. Then after data store, there is format files.
Format. This format is there.
Perfect. Now click on flat files and right click on the flat file. Click on new. Now name this as ff_ext_mats _ff flat file _mats_ext.
FF material, right?
Yeah, ff_materials_ext. Now there is a folder next to root directory. Click on that. Not here.
1 second. Spelling them correct.
It's okay. How it doesn't matter to us.
Okay.
Now there's the root directory. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Root directory.
Root directory.
Yeah. Next to it, there's a folder. Click on that. Now select the folder where you have kept the file. If it's on desktop, if it's anywhere, just select that.
Yeah, it's 1 second. My D directory, we have to go. These are not my folders.
No, this will not be your folder. You have to create that file inside the server. Just create
inside the server.
Yeah, you have to create. Exactly. Your data, your BODS cannot access your files.
Right.
Access the server. Go to downloads and create a file like 2 rows.
Yeah. Can I copy from my desktop to here, or I have to create?
I don't think so. Sir, it will take you 2 minutes to create a file in download. Just go to downloads. Just minimize this window. Minimize everything. Go to downloads.
Minimize this screen.
Yeah, go minimize everything. Cancel this as of now.
Okay.
No,
No.
no, not here. Cancel this. Minimize
Yeah.
this. Not here, sir. Not here. Please go inside the RDP. Minimize
Yeah.
this data services.
Minimize this.
This is not minimized. This is minimized. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now create a file over here. Create on the desktop itself.
So the notepad or
No, right click anywhere. Click on new. Create a notepad file, text document. Perfect. Name it as something like mat materials or something. Yeah. Now create.
test material.
Name it as. But yeah, anything is fine. Double click on that. Now write materials. Hit enter. Then in the second row, let's keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, don't give a space. You have given a space. I don't want that space after material.
Where?
Remove the space. After S, hit enter. Perfect. Hit enter and see. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything is fine. Now save this file.
Okay.
Close this file. Go to BODS.
Can I close it?
Yeah, you can, sir.
Okay.
Go to data. Now right click on flat files.
Yes.
New. Name it as ff_ext_mats. Yeah, just name it. Let's give some meaningful name to this.
ff_material ext, right?
Now go to that root directory. Next to root directory, there's a folder. Next to root directory, there's a folder. Just click there.
File name, right?
No. You have to select the folder first.
Root directory. Yeah.
Now where did you keep your file? Just go to top.
Desktop.
Please select the desktop. Okay. Hit OK. No, inside this PC. Okay. Now click on file names. Click on file name. Next to file name, there's a folder. Now double click on this. Oh yes. Now there's a field column, delimiter column comma. Delimiter comma. You can change this to tab. As of now, since you are having only one field, so it doesn't matter to you. Yeah, there are actually 4 options only.
Okay.
I think, okay, I will test one thing after this. So do one thing, just go into input, output. There's an option like skip row header. Select this as yes.
Where is that?
As third last, fourth last. Skip row header.
Skip row header.
Yes. Now you see your materials is coming as the column name.
So can I say yes? Override
Yes.
the current.
Yes, sir. Yes, please. Skip. But you have to do skip row header as yes. As of now, I see this as no. Select it as yes.
Okay.
Now, do you see this material? The reason you are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you are seeing an empty space. The reason is because in your file, you pressed enter. You have 3 rows over there. That's the reason second one is coming as blank. Save and close.
This save.
Yes, on the right-hand side, there's an option save and close.
Okay.
Now go inside the data flow.
This one, right?
Use this ff material ext as what do you call it? Go inside.
Inside here.
Yes. Double click on this. Now go bring this ff material ext. So go inside the data flow.
This one, right? You have to bring this one.
You have to go inside the data flow. Double click on the data flow.
Yeah, I'm clicking, but why it is this one? Oh, this is
Now please drag this FF material ext into the canvas.
This one, JBDF.
You already created
This
a
one.
flat file. Perfect. Make a source. After this, keep a query transform from the palette.
What I have to do?
From the palette, there is a query transform. Just bring that.
Palette means this area?
Right, extreme right. Yeah, there's a query transform. Perfect. About
Query
this. This is temp. No, about this. Yeah. Bring
this
it.
one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, join the flat file with the query. Double click on the query. Now, bring the material to the right side.
This one.
No, not this one. That is already done. Yeah, bring it to the right side.
Oh, this side, query side.
Yeah, this is like perfect. Now go back. One step back.
Back means
Go back. Back means go back. One step back. There is a green button. Back button.
this one.
Yes. Now bring a table. Below query
Table.
transform, there's a table template. That is template
Yes.
table.
Which one? This file?
Yes. Yeah, perfect. No, not this. On the extreme right side, just near to query transform. Below this, there is a template. We call that as template table. I have to create a table, right?
Oh, here in this panel?
Yeah. Go below query transform.
Yeah, this one.
Click. Yeah, perfect. Name it as anything you want.
Anything?
Yeah, name it as stg_mat_ff. Yeah, test material. Anything, any name you want to give it.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Connect the query to the table and run your job.
To save, I have to do, right?
Yeah. You have to save and then you have to run.
Where is it? Here. Save all. Okay. So run this JB extract file?
Yes, sir. Only job can be executed.
Execute.
Yeah. Yes.
Same, anything to change here?
No, nothing. Just hit OK.
Okay.
Perfect. Now you should be able to see the data in the table. Go to the data flow again.
This one, right?
Yeah. Now for test materials, do you see that magnifying glass? Click that. Not this, sir. Magnifying glass. Next to it, there was a magnet. Go back, one step back. There's a green button to go back. Perfect. Just click on that magnifying glass. I never said query, sir. I said there is a magnifying glass on the bottom of test materials. You have to listen to me.
Oh, bottom of the test material.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Don't you see there's a test materials table. There you have a magnifying glass type of something like an icon. Sir, on the
The bottom panel you're asking, or this one?
No. You
Oh, in this here itself.
Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Please click that.
Oh, okay. I thought
You see, this is your material that got extracted. Now, please follow the same thing and do it for the Excel. When we finish
thank
the
you so much.
session, please go through the video and please do it for Excel. I will check this tomorrow.
Okay.
Naren, I want you to complete Excel and I want you to extract from SAP. I will check 100% tomorrow before starting.
Okay, thank you. Sure.
No problem, sir. Everybody back? If everyone is back, then I can go to transformation. So, Ram, I think, buddy, I remember you had a question, right? What if I have some other?
Yes.
Now who ended my remote session? Come on, guys. Naren, I hope you are not using _00.
No,
Then
I'm
who
not.
is using it?
Mine is 02.
Okay. So Ram, let's try this. Buddy, you were having a question, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
we have a different pipeline. I think we can do that. Let me try. Inside, just a second, huh? Now, I have to set this thing up again. No, luckily no. So let me try to do something inside this thing, you know. So you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Brad.
Okay. So where is my file? Okay. Let me try to do this. I think if we do something like this, I have a pipeline. You had this question. Now, what if I don't have a tab? I have something else. And the
Yeah.
pipeline. Yeah. Ram, you had the same question, right?
Yeah. I have this, and also one more is with tab spacing. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. One is what if we have a special separator like a pipe or something, and the second one is what if we have a description value which is also having pipe in between. You already mentioned that if we have a
No.
description value with pipe, we have to correct it in the source itself. And
Exactly,
for
buddy.
this,
But let's,
yeah.
as of now, let's see if we can keep a pipe. I remember we should be able to do it. But
Okay.
let's see. You know what we can do over here is I can double click here and then I can change this tab to maybe pipe and you see,
Okay, got it. Yeah.
yeah, I can just type it over here. If you have a pipe, you suspect that your data is having pipe,
Uh-huh.
then change this to dollar.
Okay.
Change
So
this to
in this
double
case,
pipe.
I think even that will work. Like if we have source description with tabs or something, we can keep some special character as the
So
separator.
let's
And
let's keep double tab now. Double
yeah.
pipeline. Double pipe,
Okay.
I think 99.99% it will not have. So if I keep this, let's see what happens. Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Let's try to. There is an important interview question over here. Okay. I will just give me a second. Let me just run this, then I will go through that. So this answers your question, buddy, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, if you see, the moment I do something like, if I'm just bringing it there, you can keep it as a source, as a target, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me try to bring in this. You see, for Excel files, I don't have this option. Can someone tell me the reason why, logically? If I'm trying to bring up .txt file, it gives me the option. I can use it as a source, I can use it as a target txt file. But the moment I'm trying to bring up this Excel file, it's not giving me any option. It's simply taking it as a source. See, if you use any file as target, then it will have, see, if I use it as a target, you will have the, I mean to say this triangle on the left side. It means data can go in. This means data can come from it. Okay. So why is my Excel file not allowing me to keep it as target, but my text file can allow me to be used as a target and source as well? Anyone wants to take it, maybe shot at it? Just a wild guess. Why does, logically, why am I able to use text file as both source and target, but not Excel? Ram, Manoj,
Extension.
Saranya. No, no.
Sorting is difficult.
No. You see, if you have a text file, you can have n number of records inside a text file. but your Excel file can only accommodate close to 1 million records. Now, what if my BODS table or my BODS is generating records in the tune of plus 2 million records? It cannot post these 2 million records into Excel file, right? Because Excel cannot accommodate more than maybe 1 million. I will show you. If you go inside an Excel file,
Max would be 10x, yeah.
right? 1 million
Yeah.
something. If I go here, you see 1 million and some 48,000. So that's the reason BODS will not let you use an Excel file as a target, because from the source point of view, you can control how many records should be there, right? If there are more records, then you can use a text file.
But what
If there
about
are
CSV? Like CSV file, we can view it in Excel also, right?
See,
.ts.
if it has more than 1,048,000 records, it will not work. It will only pick up the first 1 million records. That's the reason data services is giving us one more option in the form of flat files or text files, because text file can accommodate any number of records. So this is one of the important interview questions they ask sometimes. Hey, why can you keep text file as source and target but not the Excel file? The answer is, for text file, I can have n number of records. I can write n number of records to the Excel file. But for the Excel file, I can only have 1,048,000 records. So BODS does not allow us to use this as a target. You can only use Excel as a source. Even in
Oh.
case of some files, you have more than 1 million records, then you use the text file as a source. This is the reason why BODS will not let us use it. Yes,
Just
please go
one
ahead.
query, Brad. Like when you say text file, it is .txt, right? Like we can open .csv files in also Excel, right? Like
You can use it. You can use it, buddy. You can use
okay,
it.
so can we save in BODS like .csv instead of .txt?
No. See, whenever I create my files, now I can name it as .csv. Whenever, see, Excel file you cannot create as an output. You can only use it as an input. The moment you use this, what do you call this? Text file as an output, you can name it as .csv. It will open
Okay.
as .csv.
Okay.
Or .xls, it will open. That's not an issue. But the reason why BODS does not allow us to use Excel file as an output is because Excel file cannot accommodate more than 1 million records, and BODS. So BODS does, you cannot control how many records will be generated in the system, right? I don't know how many records are coming from the source, but from the so I cannot post all those. Maybe if there are 2 million records, how can bots write those 2 million records to the Excel file? So just to maintain the integrity, consistency, BODS does not allow us to use Excel file as a target. You can only use Excel file as a source. However, in case of flat file, you can use them as source, you can use them as target. Does this answer my question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Brad, are we going to list out the interview questions like this for entire course?
No, buddy. I keep on, whatever I remember, I keep on telling you guys. It's your job to keep those maybe written somewhere, and whatever answers I tell you, trust me, you will be able to crack the interview. So that's the reason I keep on telling you, join all the sessions. I
Okay.
discuss job optimization. I have only discussed the job optimization from the source point of view. When I go to validation, I will touch base on that. When I go to load, then I will touch base on how to optimize code from the load point of view. It's just random, because I don't read from anywhere, right? Whatever comes to my mind, I keep on telling you guys. So please maintain some notes, like, hey, this is the interview question. So you can do that. Now, the important part of data services, I want to use these transforms. Mostly I will use this merge. I will use query. Without query, you cannot do anything, right? This query and this query is same. Then row generation, SQL, validation. I will use them 99.9% of the times. I will go through each and every transform, but please keep ears open for these types of transforms, because these are important. I will use these transforms in every job. No matter what happens, I will use this now. Let me go here. Okay, let me go here. Let me create a transform. No, PJ material, right? Okay, now I want to go here. Now we have already extracted the material somewhere, right? Which project is this? Give me a second, guys.
That was yeah.
This one? Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I want to go to the transform part. Let me create a workflow. Let me create a data flow. No workflow because I have two transforms. WF underscore trans underscore mm. Now inside my transform job, I will always have four things. One is I will do transformation. Second, I will do validation. Third, I will create my enrich table and enrich table and enrich file. Fourth, I will create my invalid file or preload error file, right? And in between validate and enrichment, I will always have a script. What is the use of this script? I will tell you later on. But this is how my structure is going to look like for all of my transform jobs. First, there will be some transformation. Then there will be some validation. Based on the validation, there will be two types of file that will be generated. One is my enrich file. I will just dump my enrich data to the file and to the enrich table or the end table. And then I will create one more report over here in the form of a text file, which I call as a preload error file. So this is the template. Now inside my transform, I will have two data flows. One I can name it as df underscore trans underscore mara underscore mm. If there is no dependency, I will keep them in parallels. If there's a dependency, I will keep them in series. Please make sure for each and every projects of yours, you keep this template. This will be, I'm going to say this is surface. 4 data flows, everything in the flow. I transform my data, I validate my data, I do something here, I will tell this later on. I create my enrich files or enrich preload success reports, and here I create my preload error reports. Now inside my trans, as of now I have two data flows because I'm only dealing with Mara and MEKT. But going forward in your real-time project, you will have so many data flows over here. Even if I take the case of material, you will have MEKT, you will have Mara, you will have Marcy. Mara is the general data, MEKT is the description, Marcy is the, what is Marcy? Marcy is the plant data, MVKE will be there, it's the sales org data, then MBEW, MARM, valuation data, everything it will be there. So as of now, I want to keep it simple. I'm only keeping two tables over here. Now, if you remember, we extracted the data. I want to use this data now. Go in local repo. Please do not copy from here and paste it somewhere. Don't do that. Always do right click, show in local repo and drag it to the next data flow. Otherwise, it sometimes creates underscore -1 table. So this is my Mara. This is my MEKT. Okay. This is my MEKT. Let me save it. Let's go to Mara. Query underscore trans. Let's see what all transformations we can use. Query Translation is equal. I don't want to use anything as of now. So let me keep it simple. Wherever you are using any transformations, please make sure you create a new column for that. For example, I'm trying to create a transformation on, let me see the data first, please.
What is the shortcut while choosing the query from schema into schema out? You're choosing first and last and then automatically getting selected all. Like
I click on the first, I drag to the last column, I keep my shift pressed, and then I click on the last one. So everything gets selected.
okay.
Okay. Now, let's say we have a transform, or we have something, we have to transform our data. Whatever transformations you want to do, you want to have, you want to change your data based on cross references, you want to have your transformations, you want to make something into caps, you want to change something into lowers, you want to get a substring of something, always keep that inside the df underscore trans. Why? It becomes your code readable. Second, if you have any changes in future, it becomes easy for you to come back and do the changes. If you are doing one change here, one change inside the validation, one change inside the enrichment, then it's very difficult to manage your code. So always keep a habit. Whenever you want to do any sort of transformation, they should be here, just inside the df trans table, data flow. Now let us take an example. I want to say, hey, if my material type is 00103, I want to change it to 00000. Now, there can be two ways to do it. One, I can simply do something like this. I will show you both the cases, okay? But I would prefer using the xrefs. I will show you how we can do it. The first case scenario, so buddy, this I do this, then I just go to the last. Before touch basing on the second, this last column, I will keep my shift pressed. Then I will click on this. So this will select everything.
Shift plus enter?
No, shift plus I just click on this. Shift.
Oh, shift. Okay, shift and mouse. Okay.
Yeah, mouse. I will just select this. It will select everything. Now, what was the transformation we discussed right now? I want to, let's say I want to change this ID edit. No, I don't want to change this. I want to change this p stat. P stat I want to change. If this is KVBD, I want to change it to 0. Okay. This can be one type of transformation. Just give me a second. Okay, I told you the moment you do some changes, click on this, copy paste, insert below. Why? Because whenever there's a transformation, I will always have these two fields. One is old, one is new. Why? Because when you will create your preload reports, when your business owner or data owner has a look at the report, he will straight away find out, okay, he changed this pstat old to pstat new. This pstat old is corresponding to ECC system. This pstat new will go to my S4 HANA system. So it becomes validating the reports pretty easy. Now leave pstat old as it is. If you see pstat old will be mapped, see VPST is mapped to VPST. This is also mapped to pstat. This is also mapped to pstat. Now I want to do a transformation. What is a transformation? If you go into the regular coding, we do something like if else, right? Here we can do decode. Here we have an option called decode. The moment I write decode, decode is if else. Okay. For example, I'm saying, hey, if my this field is equal to this KBVD, I'm saying if this p stat is equal to KBVD, I want to change this to 0000. Otherwise, keep it as it is. This is what it means. It means, let me bring it down. Decode is simply if else. If else if. As of now, I'm writing only if. This part is if. Please try to understand. This part is if and this part is else. I'm not writing if else if. Now it can be like I'm trying to tell the system if p stat is equal to kvbd, change this to 0000. Otherwise, whatever is coming there, keep it as it is. Make sense? The moment okay.
Can you
I have
explain that again? Sorry.
sorry.
Can you explain that again?
Okay. What is decode? In the in the in the lines of programming, it's simply if, else, if. Right? We write something like if, else. If something is equal to something, do this, else do this. So decode simply does if this p stat from the source is equal to kbvd, then change this kbvd to 0000. If it's not equal to kbvd, else part, just keep it as it is. Whatever is coming from the source, keep it as it is. I just want to change kvbd to 0000. I don't want to change rest. They have given me data. Change kvbd to 0000. Keep rest of the things as they are. This can be a scenario, right? Is that clear, Michael?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah,
I will
thanks.
show you one more. I will show you. I will add else if as well to this, but I want to just focus on if else as of now. If this is true, do this. Otherwise, do this. Simple. Let me dump this data to. Now I will not name this as LND. Now this is my staging table. stg underscore mara underscore ext underscore 00. Let me do this. I want to run this. This is one way of doing it, but we don't do this. I'm going to say I will personally not prefer doing it this way. Why? Because this is like hard coding. Has no targets. Which has no target. Just a moment. Okay. Let me as of now just do something like query trans and just dump the data. I don't want to do anything in MAKT. I will name this as stg underscore MAKT underscore trans underscore 00. Let's focus on Mara as of now. Let's run this. Now what's the issue? Okay.
Brad, why do you do this options that varchar?
I told you, I always
Uh,
change that varchar to nvarchar because sometimes there might be some characters that the SQL or the HANA DB does not understand. For example, some Chinese characters, right? So what
Okay.
we do is like we change nvarchar to nvarchar so that the database takes that as a varchar, one character. Otherwise, it does not
Okay.
understand it.
Where do we get to do this?
Hmm?
Where can we find this? Or
Okay, you go double
in
click
the
on the end
landing
table.
and
No.
table?
You always click on the double click on the
Mm-hmm.
target table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go to options. Inside options, you go down. You again bring this down. Here, this is the option.
To put it.
You
Okay.
can change.
Got it. Thanks,
Now,
Brad.
no issues. Now I want to see this data. How this is looking. Where is my p stat? See, I have two fields over here. One is pstat old and pstat new. So we use the transformation on KBVD. I want to see how my KBVD is looking like. If I select this as KBVD, okay, refresh. See, my KBVD is changing to 0000. Now I want to use one more condition over there. How can I use that? Now I want to tell the system if the pstat is coming as KBVD, change this to 0000. Just give me a second, let it refresh. And if the pstat is coming as maybe this value, change it to 1111. So how do I do it? Simply I add one more condition. After this, I do something like this, comma. Now it becomes if else if else if. Now what I'm trying to tell the system is, if your pstat is coming as KBVD, change this to 0000. If it's coming as KVELABG, change it to 1111. Otherwise, keep it as it is. You can add n number of conditions over here. If you want to add third more condition, you can just hit enter, then just copy this, change this value and this value. So you can keep on adding this. This is one way. Let me run this again. I want to see for this value now. Let me run this. But this is not what we prefer doing in the real-time projects. Why? Because what if they tell me today, hey, Brad, can you change this KBVD to 0000? And can you change this value to maybe 1, 2, 3, 4? But later on, they change their mind. Now, my code is, whenever you do data migrations, your code is like transported. It's in the development environment, then it moves to staging environment, then it moves to like quality, sorry, it moves to development to quality to production, right? So if I'm using anything hard coded, it's very difficult for me to make changes, then transport the code back from development to production. So for those things, it's always preferred we'll take the use of cross references. Now there's a change, right? Let me show you for this value now. If you see, this value is getting changed to 1111. Now I will not do this in the real-time scenario. I will never do this. Like I will never change this here like hard coding. I will not do this. So what I will do, let's take an example of material type. No, I have only one material type. Let's take an example of Matcal. Let me see how many Matcals are there. Okay. So if my business tells me, hey, you have to change 000 to AAA, 01 to AB, this HYP to ABC. How will I do it? I will create a cross-referencing file for this. So let me create a file. Now this is, let's create an
Brad, my apologies. Can you go one step back?
Okay, sir.
Can you show this, how you got this?
Okay. I will, if
yeah.
you want to see how many Matcals are there, I will just go to Matcal. I will right click on this and I will do profile. The moment you do profile, you will see how many records are there. Now I could to be on this easier side, I could do like hard code again inside decode. Do the 001, change 01 to 1 AB, change this to ABC, but we don't prefer doing hard coding. What we do is like we will take the help of using a cross reference. I will create a cross reference for this. So how do I do that? Let me create a file. Say I will create a file. Let me create a folder now. Usually you will have these cross-referencing folders in your files in your real-time projects. Let me create xref. Let me create an xref sheet over here. Xref. Okay. All my xref will be inside one sheet. Sorry, inside one Excel. Let's allocate this to Matcal. Okay. Let's allocate this to maybe mtart, material type. Now, inside this, I will keep mtart underscore legacy. Okay. Let's see, 00101. See, it's getting copied as 1, right? That's the reason I'm telling you, always do something like this. Change this to text. Now this is 001. This is 01. Let's take this one as well. Let's take this. Now this will be mtart_target. Let's change this to ABC. Let's change to TER. Let's change to XYZ. Okay. Let me save this. Now, right before this, I will have one WF_xref. I will create new xref_matkl. Now this should be easy for you guys, like from where we are getting all these details. I have to go to, okay, I will choose xrefs, and inside xref, I will choose a file, maybe this, then the worksheet, I will choose matkl. Okay, this, import schema. Why? Is it open? No. Why is it not working? Just give me a second. Okay, I got it. Oh, no. Okay. Issue with the file. Oh, icon. mdot. This was for matkl. Now I have matkl leg, matkl target. I do something like this. df_xref_matkl. So please make sure whenever you are creating one Excel and then you are having multiple sheets inside that Excel for various xrefs, always keep those data flows in series now, because you cannot open the same Excel multiple times, right? So what you can do is like read the matkl xref, then if you want to read mtart as well, so you keep this in series. This, once this is finished, then this will open the mtart xref. Otherwise you will get errors. As of now, I only want to have the matkl xref. So let me simply do something like this. Query. Now sometimes what happens is, like most of the times, what happens is while creating these xrefs, what the data owners do is they might create some extra spaces in the beginning or at the end, right? And when
So,
I'm yeah, please go ahead.
Brad, like let's say in that spreadsheet, if you have 10 tabs, we need to create the 10 different data flows.
Definitely, because you are creating, as of now in one sheet, this is material group xref. In second tab, you can create material type. In third tab, you can create unit of measure. So you have to create 10 different data flows to read those sheets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad, if it is a new file altogether, then we can do it in the same DF. Like we have two Excel files.
If see, I would not suggest you make 10 different files.
Okay.
I understand you can keep all your data flows in the parallels and you can run it, but I won't recommend you doing that. Why? Because it will make your maintaining that Excel very difficult. If you have one Excel and different sheets, it's easy to maintain it.
Okay.
Right? Now there might be a case. I will show you a case. For example, my business owner or my data owner, when he gave me this data, he put some spaces over here. He might give me human error, right? Or he might write this TR as like this. You cannot
Okay.
do anything. I don't want this in the system. Because if you try to use it like this, it will throw you errors later on. For example, I have this one. Now I have some spaces here. The moment you try to find this, there is no value inside ECC that is space HYB, right? There is HYBPWT01. Your lookup will not work if there are extra spaces on the front or at the end. So how do we tackle this? So whenever you are creating your XREFs or you are reading your data from any of your Excel files, never trust the data owner. That's for sure. So what you do, you go inside this, write a function. We call this function as ltrim_blanks. Okay. This will trim the blanks up front from the ltrim_blanks left trim from the left hand side. Now I will write rtrim_blanks just to be on the safe side. Okay. Now copy this. Easiest way to do this. Just do ltrim first, then paste this inside the rtrim. Now what will happen? Simple. This will trim the blanks on the left hand side and the right hand side of the value. You see, the moment this triangle changes to two triangles, something like this shape, it means there's a transformation happening. There is a function is being used up. It's not one-to-one. This is one-to-one. So triangle and triangle. Whenever you see this shape, it means there is some transformation happening. Now I want to copy this and I will paste it over here. I will replace Control X, Control V. Now I'm sure short. Even if they are giving me spaces, I don't care. Okay. Now I will dump this to. Now it
What
depends on.
about leading zeros? Like zeros sometimes.
I will show you. I will show you everything, buddy. Don't worry. We have all the functions over here. When I go to leading zeros wala concept, I will show you. Let's stick to spaces as of now. If I show you everything in a single go, it will
But
be
we cannot
difficult.
cover all the transformations, is because so many transformations. I mean, once
No,
we
no,
know
whatever.
one, we can do others.
No, sir, no, sir. I want to focus on transformations. Whatever transformations we use in the data migration, I want to cover that, even if it takes me 2 sessions. I don't care.
Okay,
Because
okay,
you
that's all.
will need
Appreciate it.
this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you will not
Okay.
need. I will show you. There are some transformations like I will show you those, like file formatting. You don't
Okay.
we don't use that. I have never used that in my 12 years of experience. But whatever we need, I will cover that, even if it like means to extend. Okay.
Excellent, Brad.
Yeah. Don't worry, buddy. At the end of these sessions, you all should be able to migrate data on your own. Trust me. But you have to be regular. Now let me do this. Let me run this first. I want to show the data first. Now what will happen is my XREF will get ready over here in the first runs workflow. I always want to keep my code clean. You know why? Because it's easy to maintain. If you just create a data flow here, then data flow. Let me go here. You create a data flow here, then here. It's very difficult to manage code later on. If I keep a workflow and then keep my data flows, all the relevant data flows inside, it's easy. Really easy to manage this now. Now let's see. There is 001. There is no space now. If I just copy this and paste it somewhere, there is no space. Even if you can see on the right hand side, there is no space. Not on the we had some spaces on TER ABC XYZ, right? Now I don't have any spaces. I'm good to go. Now how will you use this table? Initially, I don't recommend you going through the code. What I will do, I will just right click this. I will import this table. The moment you import this table, this becomes a permanent table now. You cannot change the structure now. If you want to change the structure, then you have to go to HANA Studio and you have to write a alter table command. As of now, I know like this is not going to change this xref. There will always be two fields, legacy and target. Now, whenever you change the permanent table, a temporary table to a permanent table, please double click on the table and do something like bulk mode into truncate. Why? Because if you keep this in append, every time you run your code, these values will keep on adding here. I don't want to do that. If sometime later they want to change the xref, then your historical data will be here. Your transform data in for material, it will be wrong. So make sure you always keep this at truncate. What does truncate mean? It means on each run, delete all the data from this table and then reload it. Why did I change this to permanent table? Why didn't I keep it as template table? Because when you want to do the lookups, it's easy to get hold of these permanent tables. You can easily use this inside a function. If you use a template table, then you have to write a code. I don't want you guys to write code as of now. I will teach you how to do that. But as of now, I will change this to permanent table and then I will go to bulk loader option. I will keep this as truncate. Now I'm done. Now let me take you to Matical.
So where did you change that as a permanent table? The first tab?
Now this is the permanent table. If you want to change any table to permanent table, you have to right click it. There is an option over here, import table. The moment you import a table, it becomes a permanent table now. What is a permanent table?
Okay.
It will not get, see, if you double click on any table, there's an option over here, recreate, right? Drop and recreate. Now this function is not here anymore. Because you cannot drop
it's a permanent table.
Now it's a permanent table now. Now you cannot see this table inside this template. It will come inside the permanent table. This is the permanent table. You see?
If I add any new columns, then it automatically take care of it because we selected that.
No. If you want to add new columns, you cannot edit because this is not a template table now. Template table you can do anything because that's just a template. That's a temporary table. Every time you run your code, it will drop and recreate the schema. But for permanent tables, you cannot change the schema. Now, how do we do it? That's a separate question. We go to HANA Studio, we write a query for that. You cannot do it now. You cannot change the schema. If I try to add one more field over here, like maybe matical underscore description, it will throw me an error. It will not take it. It will not load it.
But Brad, these xref tables are local to this BODSS. These xref tables are not going to be created in HANA Studio.
Never, not local to. Please don't use the term local to BODS. BODS alone is a handicapped person. It has nothing of its own. Everything is in HANA DB. If I take you, it's just a pointer to HANA DB. So nothing is inside BODS. BODS is just an ETL tool. You are just telling it, hey, create a table xref underscore inside. I'm really sorry. I had to create xref underscore matical. So please forgive me for this. So it's just you are telling BODS, hey, create a table in HANA Studio. This table is inside HANA Studio, but you are just seeing it over here. BODS alone is not having any memory. If I do select star from xref underscore.
No. What I'm asking is you're loading this xref from the flat files. Am I right? So
from Excel files.
This is just for the lookup purpose.
True.
Just to look.
I will not take them to HANA Studio for my S4 HANA because I don't need them. I'm just changing my data and loading the change data over there. That's it. Okay.
Like, why don't we have this data in BODS? Because BODS also have some memory, some databases.
No. BODS is not having a memory. BODS does not have a memory. It's just the pointer. You see this data store over here, right? Data store is just that wire. Whenever you want electricity in your home, you connect your bulbs to the electricity with that wire, right? Wire, just a connection. This is just a connection. Data store is just a connection. It's not a database. There's a difference between database and a data store. Important question from the interview point of view. Data store is just a connection to the database. Database is where the data is in the form of tables and views. HANA DB is the database. BODS is not the database. It's just an ETL tool, middleware tool. which will just connect your systems. You are just connecting, now we are connected to ECC, connected to S4, connected to HANA DB. I'm just getting data from here to here, from my local Excel files to HANA DB. HANA DB, I'm using it as an intermediate. Ultimately, I want everything here. S4 HANA system. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Now, no problem, buddy. So now let me show you how I can transform this. Suppose I have to use a transformation on Matical. Please avoid this. We never do this because this is hard coding. We never use hard coding. Now I will do something like this. I will use something like this. Okay. I will again name it as old. Keep it your habit whenever you are changing any data, make it old and new. Now I have to use a transformation here, right? So what I can do, I will go to functions. Please remember, I will, Saranya, Ram, are you guys with me?
Yes.
Brad, like, can we just try and change these fields? I'm getting stuck right there.
Where?
Like, how did
Okay,
you change the
okay.
name? Yeah,
Okay,
just
see. I will delete it. I will just bring it back to normal. Anyone has questions, please ask. I don't mind questions, trust me. If you ask me 100 times, I'm here to answer. But please don't keep it in your mind because I don't know who has what in his mind, right? See, Saranya, I want to have I want to create a new field for Matical, right? Material group.
yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Just click here, copy, Control C, Control V. The moment I do Control V, it will ask me remap, data pipe, insert above, insert below. I will do insert below. Now, you know, in schema, you cannot have the same name for two columns. That's the reason data store BODS does it like _1. If I now copy this, I'm copying Matical as of now. Control V, it will tell Matical 1_1. It means it's a copy of this one now. Okay, I will delete this. Now I want to double click here. I want to after double click, I will do old. Either I can double click or I can just change it here. New, right?
Rename. Okay.
I will save it. Now I want to use a transformation here for Matical. As of now, you can see Matical is pointing to this. Matical name is also pointing to this. Its data is being fed to both the fields. But I want transformation here. So I will go to functions. I will go to lookup function. I will go to lookup ext. Again, I will show. I will go to functions. I will go to lookup function. I will go to lookup ext. Now here I want to select the table. Now you can see xref underscore over here. If I did not make this as a permanent table, you cannot see it over here. That's the reason I changed this to permanent table. We can also do the hard, I mean to say coding. Once you are experienced, you will do it by coding itself. You don't need to do this. But as of now, I don't want to go there. You will select this table. Now on the right hand side, it will see what will happen. Now this is my input schema, right? All the fields are coming into this from this table. Now whatever table you selected over here, it will show you the fields here. I have Matical leg, I have Matical target. But what do I want to search for? I want to search for Matical leg. Simply I will just push it here, drag and drop. So what it will do? It will get the data from Mara, Matical. It will just search for Matical leg inside this table, xref table. Inside the output, I will simply select Matical target. So what I'm trying to tell the system, for this field, go to this table, check this Matical for Matical leg. If there is any value, get the Matical target. If there is no value, it will get me null. Okay. So this is how it's going to look like.
Can you just repeat that one once again, like the lookup?
Buddy, I will repeat 100 times. I will delete this again. I will go to functions. See, this sign means it's not mapped to anything. If I do a validate now, it will give me an error. It will tell me, hey, you need to map this. Okay. Now I will go to functions. I will go to lookup function. I will go to lookup ext. double click. I will look out for the table, my xref table. As of now, I have this DB. I have only one table, so you can only see xref underscore. I forgot to use xref underscore matical, but this is the table, xref underscore. I will double click on it. Now inside the condition parameters, I have two values over here. Just the same schema which I'm having for matical xref, right? So I will select matical leg because I want to have a lookup on the matical leg. I will open this. I will open this. I will select matical, drag and drop. From the output, what do you need? I'm checking my incoming matical with the matical leg. Now you need the matical target for that value, right? You will get matical target. I will finish. So this is how it is done. How do I use a lookup function? How do I transform data using a lookup function? There is one more way. You can join these two tables and you can get the data. But I don't want, if I have 6, 7 fields where I'm intending to change the data, I don't use the joins. I will simply use the lookup functions. Anyone has any questions, I will repeat. How to use this lookup? Anyone? I can go one more time.
Brad, like for us to do this, like initially were setting up a data flow, right? We were setting up a data flow previous
In
step.
order to do this,
Yes,
you have to create a workflow where you will
this I
keep the
did.
data flow for
Yeah.
matical.
Yes. Okay. Can you please have this one like for a minute? Like I'm just right here. So this is where we transform the material,
Nothing.
right?
We just dump this xref file into this table. We are just dumping.
Table.
And inside this query, I have already shown you we will use this trim, ltrim blank, rtrim blank to make sure if the data owner who is giving me this data, if he does some mistake, like he gives me a space data, I want to remove that.
Yes. Can we just be here for a minute? Like I want to do this with you.
Okay. What if when everybody has the break and we do it, or you want me to stay?
Yeah, I'm right here. Like I've completed everything else. I'm just on the step where the L-trim is supposed to be used.
Okay. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, L-trim. No. I have noted it down. So L-trim.
You first write rtrim, ltrim, then keep this ltrim inside the rtrim. So this will first, I mean to say, this will remove the blanks from the left side and the right side of the data. Anyone has questions till now?
Why are we choosing lookup ext? Like we have a couple of other options as well, like lookup and something lookup sequence.
Buddy, I have always used this lookup ext. I need to go through the designer guide, to be honest with you. But this is what we choose. Design it has some other, this has some other functionalities like lookup ext is doing something, lookup is doing something, but I need to go through the what do you call that, designer guide to understand this, what it does. We never use this, you see. Translate column values using a lookup. I will always do this. Translate using a lookup table. I will always, in data migration, I will always have a lookup table and I will get the data based on my incoming field. As of now, matical, I'm looking up for matical value inside my xref underscore matical and changing that.
Okay, mostly the second option is better.
Not mostly, 100% of the times inside data migration, you will use this value.
Okay.
If you want me to answer these two, I don't want to throw something in the air. I will go through this and I will come back on maybe next session. For what do we do this and for what we do this?
Okay.
Lookup table, reset column. I never use this, to be honest. I will check. No worries. Saranya, done?
Brad, can we go to the R-trim? Like I'm having the value for target. L-trim, I got it. R-trim, okay, R-trim, we just have
Simple.
the target.
See, Saranya, what you do, you write ltrim, The moment you write L-trim, just select this one, the second one, okay? Just close the braces. Now in the next, write R-trim now. It's very easy to do it this way. Otherwise, you will miss out on the these one. What do we call these? Braces.
Braces, okay.
Okay. Now you copy this one, cut and paste inside this, right? Now you copy this part and paste it inside this. This is the easiest of all the steps. Write in 2 different or 3 different lines and then copy paste, just to make it easy for yourself.
Okay.
Ram, are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I want to run this job. Let's see what happens. Where is Matical? Okay, now see. What I'm trying to do is I have the XREF available for only a couple of maticals. For rest of the maticals material groups, I'm getting a value as null. And this is expected because they have not given me the XREF. Now there can be a scenario, hey, if we have not given you the material group, this is out of scope. So in the validation step, I will remove all these material groups because they don't want it. Or there can be one more scenario. Hey buddy, if the material group cross-referencing is not given, then keep the old material group. We don't want to push null to it. If the, see, I will check what all material groups we are getting. See, we are getting ABC, Matical new.
Whatever is there in the Excel file, we are getting those only. Rest all are null.
Yeah, because they have not given me the what do you call that? They have not given me the XREF for this, right?
Yes.
But there can be one more scenario. I will tell you. Just give me a second. There can be a scenario. There can be 2 scenarios now. They tell me, hey buddy, whatever Matical is coming as null for the target, they are out of scope for us. That's the reason we did not give you the material group XREF for that. Or they can tell me, hey, if material group cross-referencing is not given, then whatever is coming from the legacy, you have to map it to the target. They just want to change data for a couple of material groups. For rest of the things, they are good. You see, I'm getting XYZ because we have the XREF available for HYPTW0. I'm getting, wait a moment, I'm getting for 01, I'm getting TER, right? But for, I'm getting ABC as well. But for these, I'm getting null. Whichsoever material group is not present in my XREF file, I'm getting null for that. Now, I told you, I will repeat, this is important. There might be a requirement, these are out of scope. If this is out of scope, I will not do anything in the transformation now. I will do in the validation step, I will remove this. That's it. I will write is null. I want to, is null, okay, refresh. Okay, these are null. Now they can tell me, no, 004, if we have not given you the XREF, this map 004 to the target. Then in that case, what I will do, let me delete this connection. I will have one more query over here. Query underscore trans underscore matical. Just to remember, like, okay, this is a transformation where I'm doing something to the material group. If at some later point of time you need to change some code for matical, you will at least see this. Say what's happening for matical over here. If you do query 1, query 2, query 3, it's very difficult to make changes or follow up on the changes. Let me get everything. Now, as of now, the requirement is not like to exclude these material groups. The requirement is if material cross-referencing is not given, then map the old XREF. So what I will do in that case, I will again use my decode.
Decode.
Yeah, perfect, buddy. So if decode, if this is null, it means the xref is not given. Then in that case, I want to use matcal old. Otherwise, keep matcal new. So what does this tell the system? If matcal new is null, it means that the material group cross-referencing has not been given to us. In such cases, we have to map the material group old and load it to the target system. If the material group is given, then this field will not be null. Then I will use matcal new to this field. Let me understood, everyone, why I'm doing this? Any questions on this? Why am I doing this decode again? Any questions on this? Like, why am I using a decode if else over here? Hey, material group is new, the null, then use the old one, otherwise use the new one. No questions? Then let me run the code. Now I shouldn't be having any nulls for material group new. But do you see, whenever I'm running the code, I'm continuously extracting the xref again and again. This is not going to change. That's the reason we will always have a centralized job. One for all the lookups, one for all the cross references. And at the beginning of each mock, we will run these xrefs and dump them to a table. We will not keep on running this or hitting this again and again, because this is unnecessarily this is running in my code, right? There is no data change. So that's the reason we don't keep it here. As of now, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm keeping it here. But always in each and every project, we have a different job for this, like job underscore extract underscore xref. So somebody will take care of xrefs and he will always extract these xrefs for each mock. And there will be one more table for lookup tables. I will show you that as well. But this is not supposed to be here. Now let me.
But one thing I noticed is they are not allowing us to create these permanent tables, saying that it's hard to transfer the permanent tables like from one server to another server in the same DB. So they're asking to proceed with the template table only. Like
I will show you both the things, buddy. One,
yeah,
how can BODS use scripts? For example, in some of my projects, what we did, you are right, they don't let us create the permanent tables. So you have to then do the coding, right? You have to write this code yourself. Once you have
script is
the
there, we have to change the table name of permanent to.
no. Listen to me, buddy. See,
Okay.
either you have to write this code yourself. As of now, I don't want you guys to do that. So for you, once you are like experienced, so you will write this code yourself. Now, if you don't want to do that, then with the use of scripts, what we do is like we create a script, and in the script we name like, hey, this is my old database, this is my new database. For example, you had mock 1 in staging 1. Now you have mock 2 in staging 2. Now they are only concerned like for creation of these tables, right? Permanent table, because they have to create these tables in the stage 2. Otherwise, you will not be able to run these jobs. So what we do is like we create a script, and then there's a process called cloning. So what cloning does is it will exactly copy schema from one stage to second stage. I will show you that maybe once we have a break, maybe in the next session, I will show you how to do that. That's called cloning. If you go to Google, just read about cloning, how to do cloning in BODS. But yes, you're right. They don't usually let us create the permanent table, but we can do that using cloning. I will show you. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Now, what my requirement was? My requirement was, if anything is coming as null from the XREF. I wanted to map it to the older Matical. See, here Matical and Matical is same. Here Matical and Matical is same. This is same. I want to see this from here in the HANA Studio. Let's take this table to HANA Studio. Let's write a query. Select star from this where Matical underscore old is equal to Matical underscore new. These will be all the values where these will be all the values where they have not given us the cross-referencing. So my Matical old and Matical will be new, exactly same. If I do where Matical old and Matical new is not same, then I will have this set of data. We already created this. Just a moment. You see, we had the cross-referencing table for 001, so it did it for 001. It changed 001 to ABC. It changed this to XYZ, and it changed some 01 to TER. You see, but wherever the XREF was not given, for this use case scenario, it just mapped it back to the old value. This can be the scenario sometime. Are we good till now? I want to show you some more functions, like how to LPAD zeros, trim zeros. If we are good with this, then I want to move on.
Yeah, we are good.
Okay, let me take you guys back to the files now. Now, please remember these functions. How to use a lookup. How do we use this rtrim, ltrim? Now let me show you one more example. Excel file. Suppose my data owners, they have given me material like this, right? But I know my material should be 18 characters long. So what I can do is like I have to add some leading zeros to it so that my material number becomes equal to 18 characters. For example, if you want to use this file in the XREF, you want to just change the material type based on material. Now, in order to have the lookup, your material should match. Here, this is only 10 characters, but from SAP it is coming as 18 characters. So what I will do? I will add the leading zeros to it. How do we do that? We have a function which we call as LPAD. So what does LPAD do? So I will show it from here, it will be easy for you guys. I go to function, I go to string function, and then I have LPAD. So guys, please do one thing. During the whole week, do one thing. Just go to these functions and just try to understand what this is doing, because this is self-explanatory. These functions, we will always use them. Now this is ltrim blanks we already did. What it does is like it will trim the spaces. But now if I want to trim the zeros, then I can use ltrim, only ltrim. I will show you. Suppose in this case I want to use I want to add some zeros to it because I want to make the material 18 characters. Now I will use LPAD. Now which is the incoming string for me? So material is the string. What is the size? I want 18 size. And what is the padding I want to give? I want to give as 0. It will write a function on its own. You see? Here I need to give it like this because this is a string. Okay. Now my material is going to change to 18 characters. Important function. LPAD. Let's run this again. Let's see the data. You see? This has now changed to 18 characters. Now we had some 10 characters or 5 characters initially, right? Now what I want to do is like I want to remove these zeros. If there are any leading zeros, I want to remove them. So how can I do it? Let me comment this. Let me again go to functions. Again go to string functions. Then I can do ltrim. The moment I click next, string, what does it tell me? String to be trimmed. Okay. Now I select my material. What is the string I need to trim? I need to trim the leading zeros. Let's do one thing. Let's keep material as material old so that you see the values. This is material old. This is material new. You see, this is now trimming up the zeros, leading zeros. If you want to add, then there is lpad. If you want to trim, then there is ltrim. If you want to trim the spaces, then there is ltrim underscore blanks. Now let us do, there is one more important function that we use, usually we will use it. That function is, if I want to use, I will show you. No, string function. Okay, just give me a second. I need to just go to some other set of data now. If you see over here, we had a data with spaces. Excel file, a flat file. Now I have data in this format, right? When some people, when they copy their data from SAP, it comes in this format. Maybe like leading 5 zeros, then dash, then leading 4 zeros, then dash, then the material number is like this only. For example, if it's one material number, it will come like 0000 dash 000 dash then 001. Now this is not in the format I expect it to be in. If I want to use any material number for my cross-referencing or to have my lookups or anything, it should always be 18 characters. So if it's like with these spaces, I have to remove these spaces and then I have to make it 18 characters using the leading zero, right? So what I can do here is, okay, let me do something like this. Let's name it as material underscore old. Let's bring in this material again. Insert below. Now, what I want to do is, I want to replace that string. Here it is. Replace substring, right? Yes. So my input string would be material. My search string would be, I want to remove this dash with space. I don't want, I just don't want anything instead of this. So I will just keep a single quotes, nothing inside the single quotes. Okay, let me comment this. Now what I'm trying to do in the material new is I'm just replacing this dash. Let's do it like this. Okay. Now you see, but this is my first requirement is done. That is, I had to remove the dashes. Now I have to also make sure this is 18 characters long, right? As of now, it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 characters, right? So what I will do then, whenever you have to use multiple transformations, functions, do it like just break it into simpler steps. Now I will do something like lpad. The first one is like, let me just do it like this. Then I will do 18. It will tell me second one is the size. I want the size to be 18. Then I want the leading zeros. So what this will do is, first it will replace it. It will replace the dash with space, not space with nothing. It will just take off these dashes. Then I want to make sure that each of my material is 18 characters long. So then on top of this transformation, I will use LPAD. Let's run this again. You see? No, just a moment. I think I messed up something. Bad things. This is okay.
The field value you didn't bring
Sorry?
with the entire one. FF underscore materials dot extract hyphen material, right? Here you directly brought material.
Oh, I'm really sorry, buddy. Yeah. I have to do this in the new query now because I wanted to. No, how does it matter? No, it should work because what we are trying to do, it's just replacing this material with removing this
Okay,
these
that's in a new
dashes.
query or is it in the own query? Because in the comment which is there, it is there as FF underscore materials underscore extract.
That's okay, buddy. That's okay because there is no ambiguity here. Material is material here. Even if I remove it, it should work. But why isn't it working here? I need to check replace substring. Then 18 characters. Arre, my bad. Here the material is only 14 characters. So how will it handle it from creating the last 4? So let me do something like this and rerun it. See these funny mistakes. This is how it should look now. Now this is exactly what I expect it to be. Like no these dashes, and then this should be my 18 characters. If you want to go one more step, then just after this flat file, always use query trim blank and query right trim and R trim and L trim, so that you are sure shot. There is no space. Any questions till now?
Any place where we can learn these functions actually, like
Nothing to be done, buddy. Nothing to be done. Trust me. More you play with this, more you will learn. Just go here and start playing with this string function as of now.
okay.
See, I would suggest you go here and see what this length does. Simple length, it will tell you the length of your incoming value field, right? Then lower, it will change it to lower. LPAD, I have already shown like what LPAD can do. LPAD simply, it can, if you want to make your like material number 18 characters, then you can LPAD it by zeros, ones, A, B, anything value you give inside the second quotes. Then what is LPAD ext? LPAD will get to one will get replicate. I never use this. So if you want to check out, you can. L trim we have already seen. R trim, out of all these important ones are length. Lower it's okay. Whenever you do a lower, it will change it to lowercase, but not needed for migration. LPAD you will use. Trim you will use. Then after L trim blanks, R trim blanks you will use. Then replace substring you will use. RPAD just like LPAD. If LPAD is doing on the left side, it will do the same thing on the right side. Search, replace. Rest is easy, like search, replace. What it will do, it will search for something, then it will replace it. Substring, yes, this is also important. I want to cover this as well. For example, I want a particular, I have maybe PepsiCo, I want only the first 4 characters, right? So what I can give is like input character, then substring start. Start is always 1. Then how many characters do you want? 3, 4, any number of characters. So it will give you the substring. right? These are easy, but maybe I should touch base on this. Upper, you can see, upper is simply you are changing the field to uppercase. But I want to touch base on this one, word ext. For example, there is a value, maybe like Ramesh.Kumar. Now I want to have Ramesh in one column and Kumar in second column. Or there can be something like Ramesh $Kumar. Okay, or Ramesh Pipe Kumar. Now I want to break this into two columns, right? So what I can do, I can take the help of word ext. What word ext does is like whatever input string is there, it will break it based on the delimiter. Then you can have first value, second value, n number of values it can have, right? I will show you. By n number of values, I mean Ramesh $Kumar $Pratap. Now you want to have three different values in three different fields. Then you can select word 0, word 1, word 2. I will show you how it works. Let's see. Let me create maybe a new file over here.
Here itself we have like a 000 hyphen.
Hmm?
I think can we use that?
Sorry.
The material number is having hyphen, right? So we can split
use
it into
we can perfect buddy. So what we can do is like we want to
split into
divide
three
this
halves.
into three. Now let me do something like this. Okay, now let me keep it. Now I want to have insert below. I want to use it as material_1. Material_2. Material_3. Okay, now what I can do, these things are handy, you know. In real-time scenarios, you will 90%, 99% of the times you will use these functions, whatever we are discussing right now. So what is word? No, I want to do word ext. Now let's say like material is coming. Now what is the word number? I want to have the first word number. What is the word separator? I want to use dash. Finish. So what it does is like it will break material based on dash, and the first word coming up, it will push it into material 1. Now I will not write the function for all three. I will simply do material. I will take the second here and I will take the third here. If there is no third, it will fill it with null. If I do 4 over here, since there is no fourth, it will fill it with null. Let me do 3. Let me run it again. Let's see what's happening. You see? 0, 0, 0, 0, then 0, then 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I give 4 over here? Let's try. It should return null, I guess, because there is no fourth or fifth. Now the last column should be 0 and null, because there is no fourth, right? So if I give fourth over here, there is nothing after 3. That's the reason it's giving me a null over here. Anyone has any questions till now for this session? I want to end it here because I don't want to overfeed you guys. I will touch base on validations tomorrow. And for validations, we will use merge is used. Then I want to show you how this row generation we will use during the load. SQL we will use tomorrow. Merge we will use. And 90% of the times we will use this validation now. Because this is important. To validate data, I will show you tomorrow how do we validate. I will push in only those fields from Mara and MAKT now, which we will load now. So I will remove all those unnecessary fields like those ANAM, something, something. So whatever is needed to load basic material data, I will load that. Any questions till now?
One thing I noticed is that like here it is showing as null, but in HANA it is showing as something as question mark or something. The same value as null.
No, that's okay, buddy. That's
Okay.
okay. It means null only. If and you can change that setting. There's a setting in HANA Studio. You can change that. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Here you mean to say null question mark, right? This means null itself. There's a setting over here. Window. No preferences. Maybe here. Then HANA runtime. No. I don't know. Yeah, representation of null. You see like question mark. If I remove this, I apply and close. Now if I run this again, this will be blank. It depends on how you are setting up the system here. See, you have to go to preferences, then inside SAP HANA, go to common, then howsoever you want to tell it, like I want to do it like null. Oh my god, null. I think it should now show me null. It depends how you want to set it up. How to show me null. It doesn't matter to us. Blank is null. Any questions till now? Any questions for these three topics? One, how do we extract data from Excel? How do we extract data from flat files? And then how do we do various transformations? How do we change? How do we use the cross-referencing table? And how do we use a lookup? Any questions?
Brad, I was able to follow, but the last part it was difficult for me to catch up.
From you share your screen, we will go from there. Everybody will get benefited.
Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. See, if you
Okay.
see ABC TER XYZ, do you see TER has spaces? So you have not used the, what do you call that? L trim blank and right trim blank for MTAT. Go inside. Show me. R trim. Then how come this has spaces? It should not have spaces.
No.
Okay,
Maybe
you are seeing
job
from
is
the
not
legacy.
executed.
No.
Yeah.
She's seeing from the legacy side.
Legacy.
Click
Yeah.
from the target side. Yeah. Click on that. Or you have not run the job. Please run your
So
jobs.
no, when I run my job, I am getting an error actually.
Show me. You do that. Validate all. Okay, all data flows must be connected. Go to the project level. You are missing something. Right click on this error and go to error.
Okay.
It's all right. Just right click, go to error. Close this. Okay. Now where is this? You have done something. Okay, go to df xref mathematical. Something is not connected. Go to df xref mathematical. Go inside the first one. Go inside the second one. Have you done something there? No, not
Yeah.
here. xref mtat. No, this is okay. No, there is one more data flow. Okay, then let's do one thing. Go to data, go to each workflow level and hit go to workflow trans, the first workflow. Go to no, don't open this. Just click on wf trans Let's debug it. Now hit
Okay.
validate all. No, hit validate all. We will now, if we are unable to see from the, what do you call that? Yeah, now this has issues. Okay. Now go inside this workflow. All the issue. If you are unable to find, no, don't do go to error. We were not able to find it at the top level, right? Then go individual level. Go inside. Go inside
Here.
first one. Yeah, go inside. See, you have not connected your query to the target table. That's the reason. Now this error should go. Save it.
Okay.
Again, go to WFMM trans. Don't go at the top level. Now let's settle down to WF trans MM. It's easy to debug this way. Go inside. Now do validate all. Now perfect. This is not an issue. Now you can run it. Run it. This is done.
Okay.
Now you did not transform your M data, right?
I think I did with the L trim and R trim.
No.
But here.
Go to MM that's okay. This is sorted. Go to your transformation. Show me the transformation for Mara. I guess you have to do the transformation for MATKL. Go to transformation. Go to Mara. Show me the query trans. You have done for show. Open this.
No.
Open the right side.
Yeah, I was just stuck there. I didn't do anything after that.
Now copy Matcal. Click on the triangle. Yeah, copy. Paste it on Matcal. Insert below. Now do like.
Can I rename? How do I rename it?
Just name it. Just have
okay.
new underscore new. On top, just write Matcal underscore old. Now inside Matcal, go to Matcal new. Click on Matcal new. Go to mapping. Now delete whatever is there. LND Mara. Delete it. Go to functions. Go to lookup. No, not here. We have to look up here. Yeah, lookup function. Now lookup ext. Second one. Double click. Next. Did you what do you call that? Did you no, you have to suggest this lookup table first. You did not export the table as of now, right?
Yeah, the export level also I was stumped there. So we should make the table permanent somewhere.
Yeah, go back to the xref. Go back to xref. We can do it using code as well, but I don't want you to do that as of now. Double click on this. Now right click on this xref. Import table. Wait a moment. Double click on xref Matcal. Every time you do this, import a table. Now go to
this one.
Yeah, do the truncate.
Okay, so now
go to this is done. Now go to transformation. Go to Mara. Now you will see this table at the repo level. Now go to trans. Go to trans. Now go right hand side. Go to Matcal new. Click on. Don't open this.
Map it, no?
No, I don't want to map it. I want to use a transformation right now. I want to use a lookup. We already created a Matcal xref, right? Now click on function.
So is this okay?
No.
Is this not mapped, this one?
This is not mapped, but we will map it, right? You click on it. No, not here. You have to click the Matcal new. That's where we will use the transformation. Now click. This is empty as of now. This will throw you an error. Now click on functions. Click on lookup functions. Go to lookup ext. Now inside lookup table, select that drop down. Top lookup table. There's a space.
Yeah.
Now double click on HANA DB. Double click. No, madam, double click. Now you see xref Matcal, right? Select OK. Okay. Now on the right hand side, conditions, column and lookup table. Select the drop down. Now what do you want to look up? Matcal leg, right?
Legacy.
Yeah, now no, wait. From the left hand side parameters, there is input schema. Open that input schema. Left. Ah, perfect. Go down. No, this is lookup table. I don't care
Oh,
about.
sorry.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
issue. Just take your time. Now drag and drop medical. There's an
Okay.
eighth maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
Drag, drop it to the expressions. Perfect. Now you are telling the system, hey, look out for my medical inside this medical leg. Now output should be medical target. There's an output as well. Column in lookup table. Select medical target.
Okay.
Finish. We are done. You see? Now this function is showing up. Now after this, what we discussed, if we have the material group xref only given for 3 material groups, right? For rest of the material group, we will get null. We don't want to do that, then we will use a function, right? If material group xref is coming, material group new is coming as null now, they are not out of scope. Rather, we would like to map them to the old material group. Then what we did is go a step back, hit the back button. Now delete the connection between query transfer and table. Delete. Now use one more query transform. Perfect. Name it as query transmatical. Then join it with query trans. Double click on this. Now drag everything from the left hand side to right hand side. Perfect. Now go to Matical New. Let it take time, it's okay. Go to Matical New. Now what's the go to mapping. Now what's the transformation we used? We can either use if then else or for simplicity
Decode.
decode. Yes. Delete this. Just copy everything and cut it. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay.
Leave it. Right, decode. Hit enter. Yeah, double click on this. Now from the left hand schema, just drag and drop Matical New. No, don't select anything. Yeah, drag and drop. It's all about drag and drop, right? If this is null, space, right? Give a space. Don't do anything. Yeah, is null. You are telling the system if Matical New is null, right? Is null. Right. You write it. Is null, comma. What if this is no, write it right? You write it, Saranya. Is null,
Okay.
comma. Now what if this is null? Then Matical old should be the value, right? Then now again drag that Matical old from the that is on top of Matical new. Just no, not from here. Not you cannot do that. Yes, from the left hand side. Go top. Go yeah. Please drag it. Now do a comma. Again drag comma. Drag Matical new to again there. Close the braces. Now close the braces. Now what you are trying to tell the system, hey buddy, if Matical new is null, it means they have not given us the xref, right? Then map this Matical new to the Matical old. So whatever is coming from the source, it should be the value. Otherwise, Matical new. Now save it.
Okay.
You save it, it will turn into blue. Now you run your job. Now we have done both the things. Now do you think one thing, Saranya? Just click on Matical old on the right hand side. Click on Matical old. You see this is now you see Matical old. When you select Matical old, on the left hand side only Matical old is getting grayed out. Now you select Matical new.
Okay.
2 fields are getting grayed out. It means there's a dependency on 2 fields now.
2 fields. Okay.
Yes. Now run this. So what you have learned in this here is using the lookup function and then using the decode. There is an error. Let's see what the error is. Did you join that with the target table? I guess no. You go to the table level. Go to
Okay.
trans.
Yeah.
Go back.
Here, right? No, this one.
You have not. Yeah, you did not join. You have to join
Yeah.
into the target, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now run it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Brad. I just got stuck there and like, but the strings I was able to follow whatever you were explaining. But
It's really okay, Saranya. See, I can see like you are interested to learn, right? Even if you
yeah, I
want me
want
to
to.
extend by
Yeah.
half an hour, I will extend. Don't worry. But
Okay.
please try to finish up these activities. Now see the data. Even if I mean to say the session is still on, but I can only see you, Ram, and Michael over here. You know. Now see the data in trans. No, this is not the table. Perfect. Close this once. Yeah, perfect. Close the left side table. No, this is okay. This is okay. Just keep it. Close the left side table.
Yeah.
No, this is right side.
Something is running. Yeah.
It will just close it. Now you will see like you will have the Matcal old and Matcal new. Matcal old, when Matcal old is equal to Matcal new, it means it's only taking up the old legacy values. There is no cross-referencing for that. But wherever we have the cross-referencing, then Matcal old will change. Right?
Okay. Awesome.
If you want to see that, go to HANA Studio and write a query. Stage Mara ext underscore 08. Select star from stage Mara ext 08.
Yeah, that time we had to follow that. HANA Studio is another thing, Brad. I'm still getting used to data services. I think I'll have to go back.
It's okay. Go to HANA Studio. We will figure it out. What is the issue right now? Just go to HANA
Sorry.
Studio. No, this is SAP.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, it's okay. You take your time. Go to HANA Studio. Open HANA Studio. For at least two of you, like you and Ram, I'm pretty much sure you are getting everything, whatever I'm trying to train, Double click on this. Now, okay. Now click on catalog. Open the catalog. Click on system. Now there is an option like SQL. There, or right click on system. Right click on system. Open SQL console. Now on the right hand side, just write it. Select star from the table name. Michael, you have any issues till here, or you want to go through the videos first?
Like I've been going through, it's been going well, but I feel like I cannot keep up. I have to go through the video just to get everything installed.
Yeah. Please go through the videos. If you find it difficult to understand anywhere, just let me know. I can connect with you like personally for half an hour after the session or before the session, and we can cover that up. But please go through these sessions because this is getting important right now. If we are done for, yeah. If, no.
You need to give the table name.
Why are
Did I do it wrong?
See, SQL is something. No. Just right click on stage. Double click on stage Mara ext. Now go to. Okay, no, sorry. Go back. Go a step back. Right click on this table. Go to properties. Now copy this. No, don't copy the whole thing. Just copy till stage Mara ext 08. Perfect. Now, how does SQL work? It's simply like select space star from table. Now, give a space between select and star. So you need to remember this. Select star from table. From space after star, there should be a space. You have to write FROM from where it will select. Now run it. You are telling the system select star. Star means all the columns from this table. Now there is a button on right hand. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now you will see your data here. All the data that you extracted. Right?
Okay.
Now you want to see all the records where we had the transformation or we had the value for xref. Go to SQL back. This is the result tab. Next to it, there is a SQL tab. There are two tabs right now. One is SQL. One, no, not here. go to the extreme left. Go left, 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 left. Keep going left.
Okay,
Left.
okay.
Yeah, perfect. Now after 08, give enter. Now I write a filter. Where? Where is a filter clause? Where?
Mhm.
Space matical underscore old is not equal to
Can I just
matical
type?
underscore. Matical underscore that is no not like this. You have to press shift, then comma and full stop button of your keyboard. Those curl braces, big brace, perfect. No, not these many. I just want one that, one this. Perfect. Not equal to. Perfect. Matical underscore new. Space matical underscore new. Now you are trying to tell SQL, give me only such records where matical underscore is old is not equal to matical underscore new. What does this mean? It means only such records will come where we had the xref. Because wherever we had the xref, their matical old and matical new will be different. Wherever we did not have the xref, what did we do that there? We just map the old value to the new value. Just run it. You will understand.
Okay.
Take it easy. Go to W3 schools and keep on learning this. You see,
Okay.
Matical old is 001, we change this to ABC. Matical is HYBPT01, we change this to XYZ, right? For 01, we change this to TER. Now for the same query, go to the query. Now instead of not equal to, write equal to. Remove those two brackets, write equal to. Run the query. Now these are all the values where we were not having the material group xref. You see, material group old and material group is same now.
Okay, the data
Understood?
was not given. Yeah, yeah, right.
There can be two scenarios. Either make them out of scope or no, map to the legacy value. Make them out of scope, I will show you tomorrow in the validations. But are we good till here? Ram, any questions, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. Then all three of you, please go through those functions in data services.